In South Korea, K-pop stars are revered as icons, embodying the dreams and aspirations of millions of fans worldwide. They bask in the adulation and glory that comes with fame and fortune, with their every move closely followed by the media and their fans. These stars are often seen as the epitome of success, youth, and glamour. However, beneath the shiny veneer of their public personas, some of these celebrities led a sinister double life. Behind the closed doors of their opulent lifestyles, they were embroiled in a dark underworld where women were drugged, raped, and humiliated. These heinous acts were not just committed but recorded and shared in secret, creating a digital footprint of abuse. This hidden world might have remained obscured forever if not for the leak of secret messages between the perpetrators, messages that exposed the horrifying extent of their crimes. This narrative is about those who dared to uncover these atrocities and sought justice for the countless victims who suffered in silence. When journalist Kang Kyung-yoon stumbled upon the leaked messages, she found herself confronting a monumental and overwhelming task. The content she discovered was deeply disturbing, revealing a network of high-profile individuals engaged in criminal activities, protected by layers of corruption. Kang faced a moral and professional dilemma. Or should she start in unraveling this web of deceit and exploitation? Should she begin with exposing police collusion, highlighting the sexual assaults, or bringing to light the rampant illegal filming? Each thread of this scandal was a microcosm of society's darkest aspects, entwined with issues of money, power, women, and sex. The deeper Kang delved into the industry, the more she encountered the abyss of human depravity, showcasing society's true and grim face. Her journey was not just about reporting a scandal, it was about peeling back the layers of an industry that mirrored the worst excesses of human behavior. The scandal erupted when K-pop star Jong Joon-young was caught secretly filming a woman, a crime in Korea referred to as molka. Molka involves the illegal filming of individuals, typically women, in private or compromising situations without their consent, and it has become a troubling phenomenon in South Korea. These videos often capture women in moments of vulnerability, subjecting them to immense humiliation when these recordings are distributed. The initial breakthrough came on September 23, 2016, when journalist Park Hyo-sil broke the story of Jung's misconduct. Jung, who had gained fame as a talented singer-songwriter with an edgy image, was accused by his girlfriend of secretly filming her during their intimate moments. The revelation shocked the public and the entertainment industry. Despite being questioned by the police, Jung managed to evade full accountability. He consulted his lawyer and strategically avoided submitting his phone directly to the police, opting instead to leave it with a private forensics company. This maneuver raised red flags about his intentions and the integrity of the investigation. The police, seemingly eager to close the case, accepted a report from the forensics lab without conducting a thorough examination of the phone themselves. This lack of diligence suggested a willingness to protect a high-profile figure. The situation took a more sinister turn when a recording surfaced, revealing Jung's lawyer pressuring the forensics lab to declare the phone data unrecoverable, irrespective of the actual findings. This revelation underscored the manipulation and potential collusion within the legal process, highlighting systemic issues that allowed such criminal activities to flourish unchecked. In response to the escalating controversy, Jung's agency hastily organized a press conference to manage the fallout. During this event, Jung positioned himself as a misunderstood victim, claiming that the filming was a joke gone wrong and that he never intended for it to become public or create a scandal. This narrative aimed to garner sympathy and shift the blame onto the media, which he accused of sensationalizing the incident. Despite these efforts to clear his name, public opinion remained divided. With his phone seemingly cleared of incriminating evidence, Jung believed he was in the clear. However, unbeknownst to him, a carbon copy of his phone data existed, and this would prove pivotal in the scandal's eventual unraveling. 3 years later, this data was leaked, landing in the hands of journalist Kang Kyung-yoon. The leaked Kakao Talk messages unveil a chat group comprising Jung and his male friends, including other prominent K-pop stars. These messages detail their shared videos and discussions of their criminal exploits, implicating figures like Choi, Jong-hoon, and Seungri, and exposing a network of predatory behavior that spanned the industry. Seungri, a megastar from the iconic K-pop group Big Bang, emerged as a central figure in these activities. Known by the moniker Seungspi, a play on J. Gatsby from F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel, Seungri cultivated a lavish, party-centric lifestyle. He used his immense influence to host extravagant parties, drawing in investors and high-profile guests by exploiting women as part of the entertainment. In December 2017, Seungri launched the Burning Sun nightclub, which quickly became the epicenter of the unfolding scandal. The club, touted as the premier nightlife destination in Gangnam, concealed a darker side. Former employees described how a hidden room within the club was used to render women unconscious with drugs like GHB, making them easy targets for abuse by VIP clients. These clients, shielded by the club's security and its elite status, committed their crimes with impunity, believing they were untouchable. A significant turning point in the scandal came in January 2019 when a Burning Sun customer alleged he had been beaten by club staff while the police stood by without intervening. CCTV footage corroborated the assault, showing the customer being dragged and beaten in the street. Further footage emerged, revealing women being forcibly removed from the club by staff, painting a grim picture of the club's operations. Compounding the scandal, a Molka video filmed inside Burning Sun went viral on porn sites, showcasing the abuse women suffered within its walls. The public outrage and mounting pressure forced the club to shut down, signaling a temporary halt to its nefarious activities, but also highlighting the broader issues of exploitation and abuse in the nightlife industry. As Kang Kyung-yoon continued her relentless investigation, she unearthed evidence of deep-seated police collusion. Choi Jong-hoon, another K-pop star implicated in the scandal, had been shielded from consequences after a DUI incident, thanks to a powerful police officer. This discovery raised alarming questions about the extent of corruption and the protection these celebrities enjoyed. Kang's investigation eventually led her to collaborate with lawyer Bang Jung-hyun, who had received forensic data from an anonymous informant. Their combined efforts unveiled explosive revelations, including the identification of a high-ranking police officer, Yoon Kyu-kyun, who was implicated in protecting the perpetrators and facilitating their crimes. K-pop star Hara, who had been a victim of revenge porn herself, played a crucial role in exposing these connections. Tragically, her own struggles with depression and public scrutiny ended in her death, just days before Jung Joon-young was sentenced to 6 years in prison for gang rape and distributing molka. Choi Jong-hoon received a 2.5-year sentence, while Seungri was sentenced to 18 months for his various crimes, including procuring prostitutes for investors. Despite these convictions, the systemic issues within the Gangnam nightlife scene persisted. Former club staff reported that the use of drugs and exploitation of women continued unabated, suggesting that the culture of impunity and abuse was far from eradicated. Many victims never saw justice, and the fear of their abuse being exposed still loomed large over their lives. For journalist Kang Kyung-yoon, the fight for justice came at a steep personal cost. She endured relentless trolling and harassment, with detractors targeting her both personally and professionally. Despite these challenges, Kang remained steadfast in her commitment to exposing the truth. Reflecting on her efforts, she said, "I think I've merely thrown a single pebble into a huge pond." Though her work may seem like a small ripple against the entrenched issues of sex and power, it serves as a crucial warning and a call for continued vigilance. Her bravery, alongside the voices of the victims, shines a light on the truth, no matter how daunting the battle may be. In a world where fame can conceal the darkest of secrets, the courage of journalists like Kang and the resilience of the victims are essential in the ongoing struggle for justice. Their stories are a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the fight to expose the truth and protect the vulnerable must continue, for only through such efforts can we hope to create a more just and accountable society.